hello. Just, whew, this is a bit strange, isn't it? Welcome back, anyone that hasn't seen this for a long time. What was it, 2017? Last time we tried this. So I just thought I'd try it on Zoom, see if it works. Flymanx flights and videos. One guy flogging his way around the world, one flight at a time. I'm still going. I'm still still seeing if I can make this thing work. We're currently in Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we're in the Airbus Flybywire A320. I've got myself a nice paint job, which is always good. I don't know if you can hear it, so that's kind of part of what's going on here is how well Zoom integrates with all this. So hopefully you can hear me and you can hear my aeroplane. So it's hard to know because obviously we've got the sound coming out of my speakers, which has got me coming out of it too. So I'm not sure about that. But anyway, we are streaming. We seem to be online. I can see myself. It's always a good start. And this is crazy. So, yeah, as you can tell, we're still flying for air source. And we're on approach into Naples. Which is... I don't think I've ever been to Naples before. There's definitely something not quite right there. It's all a bit backwards, but we're going to be joining the ILS shortly anyway, so I'm not too worried. I think we're supposed to be down at 5,000 feet by Ischia, so because of my faffing around setting this up, I may have missed my top of descent, and obviously without VNAV, that puts a pilot like me completely out of sync. So I know that around about 100 miles, a bit before, I think we started at 111 miles, if we descend at about 2,500 feet a minute, it's going to kind of be okay. So I think what I might do is just pull out the speed brake a little bit, because we're going just a little quick. I guess we could go steeper and go a bit faster, but yeah, so let's just have a quick look at my newly painted plane. I didn't want to come online until I had finished this, and this took forever. Blender and learning to use that process is just not fun at all. So that was 3 days of work. So, excuse me. Yeah, anyway, I hope you're well. Thank you for joining me on board today. This isn't going to be a long flight because of the fact we're coming into land, and I'm probably going to muck it up somewhere along the way. I mean, yeah, look, we can tell that already. So I think what we'll do is we'll just let this settle on the course for runway 6 into Naples, and then we'll just spin it round. And we'll do a loop. Yeah, look, 65 miles off course. It's very confused. Never mind. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just go over to heading mode. We'll put it down to 5,000 feet. We'll go open descent. Pull the speed brake out because we know it's going to slow down anyway. So it's 10,000 feet. We'll put the seatbelts on and we'll put the landing lights on. I mean, you know me, anyone that has actually followed knows that I'm not the biggest fan of Airbuses. You know, it's not that I don't like them. I just not my biggest fan. But this fly-by-wire is literally the only thing I find that I want to fly in Microsoft Flight Simulator. And since 2017, like, so much has obviously changed in the flight simulation world. I mean, we just got the PMDG 747, and then very soon after, I don't want to say stop streaming, but soon after that, prepared version 4 came out, and so everything they needed upgrading, and yeah, it all just got ahead. So all of a sudden I found myself far behind the curve. And I switched to X-Plane. I flew X-Plane for a long time. But I got tired of flipping between the two to fly what aircraft I wanted and trying to remember my setups. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone that does jump between the two will know that there's nuances between them with how you control your camera or how which button does what. And as much as you try and set them up so that it does, oh, you know what I mean? Like as much as you try to do it so that it does work, there are nuances. And I was missing FS2 crew in X-Plane, and yeah. And also at the other time we had loads of real world pilots coming online, and I felt a little bit, what's the word? I don't want to say put out, but I didn't feel like I was doing anybody a service when you've got all these real world pilots with real world experience actually knowing how to fly planes, teaching, you know what I mean, doing their thing. And obviously it's not about that. I'm not quite sure where we've overcooked. It's because I'm too busy talking. We'll leave it there. We'll just fly at 27. In fact, we can go all the way around. Like we made it down to 5,000 feet. Dop, dop. So around we go. Oh, that's what happens if you click on the other screen, click on your screen. Without clicking on your screen, it's still live. The mouse still works. Right, okay, so we're going to spin this round to runway 6. So let's go in for a heading of 030 on the basis of 30 degrees. We're under the glide slope, so that's going to work out quite nicely. We'll pop that into lock. We'll come down, we'll activate the approach phase, which is in the perf. Please, yes please. 136, radio 1395. Good. Actually, I think we'll leave it on the, just check in. I think we'll leave it on the approach. So that's heading quite nicely. I think what we'll do now, I'm just going to pull up my plates because I want to see runway 6. I see we're going to come in on there. We can take it down to 3,000 feet. So I want to do that. Actually, I'm going to do that. Open descent. I'm going to keep the speed at 220. So it seems really strange not, because the sound's coming through the speakers. It sounds quite strange it not working on my headphones, because I never set it up for my headphones at the start. So yeah, anyway. So this is a glide slope. As you can see, we're just nicking underneath it. But that's okay. I want to stay ahead. We can help the drag actually flap one. I've got the, last time you saw me, I had a CH yoke. Big, beefy thing on my desk that was just old and had so much play. And I'm now set up on a set of Airbus. Stick on one side, throttles on the other. I'm actually got it back to front, so runway in sight. I've actually got the throttles on my left and the joystick on my right, purely because I'm right-handed, and it actually ergonomically works better for me. I appreciate I'm sat on the captain's side on the aircraft, but ergonomically speaking, and just from a happiness point of view, I'm going to hit the approach. Oh, flap speed. See, I'm not paying attention. Can we go flaps 2, please? Thank you. So I'm now going to wait for the radio altimeter, which should be up by now. So So we're going to pull that back to 180 because it makes sense to. Is this an offset ILS by any chance? Okay, of course, offset by 3 degrees. Yes, this is an offset localizer. I never saw that. I mean, I can see the runway, so I'm not too worried. So, anyway, the runway altitude today, what we're going down to... Okay. That's 2,000 feet anyway, so we're at that. So we're going to go gear down. Flaps 3. Roll it back to 140. Just because that's what I've been doing. Ding the cabin. And spoilers need arming. Oh, spoilers are still out. Spoilers are up. Flaps full. 136. Landing view. And let's take control, shall we? Let's go do that. Oh, bit of scenery change. Nice. Okay. I have control. Doop-a-doo. Silent. It's really strange doing this silent without the engine noise. I appreciate the engine noise doesn't actually do anything. But as you can see, just flying this Airbus and then flying with these controls just makes things so much smoother. I appear to have lost the pappies. Oh, they're still going. So we've got an auto brake of 2. Oh, look at the shadow. That's pretty impressive. I've lost the glide slope. Too busy looking at my shadow. Well, this could be a hard landing, I guess, folks. Correcting. So, yeah, it's good to be back. I'm going to do more of these. I'll start flogging my way around the world. See, I can't hear me 50, 40, 30, 20s. I'm going to do that. Oh, look at that. That worked out alright, didn't it? Reverses. Reverses green. Speed brakes up, I hope. 80 knots. Manual braking. 60 knots. Close. I'm not sure we're going to make that one, are we? No, we're on to the next one. 'Twas a gallant effort. So, I have got FS2 crew for this, but I find it a bit clunky when you think about the other stuff that you've seen before, like with the prepared. I do find it quite clunky, so we have to do things by ourselves, which is never easy when you're single ops in an aircraft that's designed for 2. So spoilers in, flaps in. We'll get it off the runway and we'll sort the rest of it out. Just slow it down. Oh, I'm going to go up and I'm going to stamp on the brakes and give everybody whiplash. Strobes off. Gear lights off. Taxi. I'm going to leave that on. Taxi on. And we're going to stop and start the clock again. And then we're going to go and find a parking space. Doosh. So, that's a lovely evening down here in Naples, isn't it? Lovely evening. Ah. So the system, I believe, is still the same. I don't think I've changed computers since the last time I spoke to you. Listen, I don't think so. I don't feel like I've had this computer for 5 years, but I'm pretty sure I've not changed. So the APU is coming online. That looks good. We're rolling down towards the terminal. Not that I know where the parking spaces are. Parking stands, just looking. Oh, there's plenty of them down there. Okay. So still using Navigraph. Who doesn't? I suppose I should use them in sim really, but having a dual screen set up, it does help to. Sorry, just checking the other screen. It's looking very stuttery on YouTube for anyone that's made it this far. I couldn't even tell you what settings I'm using for my sim. They're not great, but I think it looks fantastic. I suppose it's only what you're used to, isn't it? So, after landing flow, just thinking about it out loud. In fact, I should have an after landing flow over here somewhere. After landing, flaps retracted, spoilers disarmed, APU has been started, radar is off. Oh, no, radar unprotected wind shear. Okay, that's slow. Let's just quickly check the APU. Oh, I shouldn't be using my look arounds because they don't work so well. And now I can't see. There we go. TARO off, predictive wind shear off. Check me out using a checklist. It's not happened for a while. So now we need to try and find a parking space. Actually, there's probably quite a few of them around with all these catering trucks. I'll head over to the main terminal though. Not that I know where I'm going. Just got to follow this yellow line. Doopy-doo. Oh, it seems so strange not having any sound in my ears. So, how are you anyway? Hope you're okay. Hope you've been well over the last 5 years. Hope you're still flying. Now we need to try and I'm going to follow it round to the right. Just because I didn't want to get too close to that building. Let's pull up some charts. Charts. Thank you. That one. Oh, I see. So we're now on Romeo. So these are parking stands here beside us, but what we've got here, yeah, this is stand 42, stand 41. So all we'll do is we'll follow this round. That's a stand. I want to go over there, look. There's a catering truck over there. Hopefully we can use that one over there. Jackpot. So, cabin crew. Please disarm the slides and cross-check. So I'm using the tiller function on my Airbus side stick. It seems to work fairly well. Certainly a lot better than using clumsy rudder pedals, that's for sure. Here we go. We're going to go in this one. If I can find the yellow line. There it is. Let's slow it down a tad. These brakes are very sensitive. So ordinarily I'd turn the... oh, look, stalled it. Not what I wanted to do. Taxi light should be turned off by now, but I think I'll just blind. I want to go up. So I can see you, dude. So we're just going to put it into parking now. Thanks for showing up. He's going to make me crash into the tug, isn't he? And... oh. And... stop. Brakes. Brakes are set. Let's just pop the bleed on. We'll turn the taxi light off. Taxi... oh, not that one. Taxi light off. APU bleed is on. Come back. Shut down engine 2. It's so satisfying to flick those switches on that throttle. Shut down engine 1. Wait for the pop-up. Continue. When we're happy. Beacon light off. Seatbelt sign off. Grab the... make that start rolling towards us. And find the shutdown checklist. Parking APU bleed is on. Engines are off. Seatbelts are off. External lights are as required. Fuel pumps. Let's turn those off. Fuel pumps are off. Parking brake and chocks. And we'll leave that as it is. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a very short live broadcast by me. So thanks for tuning in. We should finish. Actually, this might tell us that. Oh, looking at 239 feet a minute. Ooh, a bit brutal. Never mind. We had a bit of a dodgy taxi on departure too. Never mind. Flight logged. It's been fun. Should have been a A320neo and longer taxi than expected. On a dip Artur. There we go. And that's done. So anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Flymanx Flight Sim videos. One guy flogging his way around the world, one flight at a time. Hopefully you'll see a lot more of me in the future. I'm not sure how clunky this is. This could be unwatchable, in which case I do apologise if you've actually managed to make it this far. If not, maybe we'll look at OBS again. But I'm not a fan of OBS. Much rather just use Zoom and let it do all the work for me. But anyway, I'm off. Thank you. Take care. See you again soon. Bye now. Not that I know how to turn this thing off.